Okay, I don't think we got a fade on that transition. I don't know. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're back. Welcome back to the best cooking recipes this side of Operencia. This time it's the cold fire. It's getting a bit naughty. You can see all the ingredients there if that's all you're here for. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. If it's been helpful to you, or you just like cooking, the best blue ice this side of the town. Cold fire does 9-27 frost damage to an enemy. Increases its initiative by 30% for 3 turns. Increasing initiative is a great thing because it allows you to take more, or do more attacks and more actions before the enemy can. This one does it on one enemy, but it's still worthwhile having. I'm doing these recipes in order of how we found them and got them done. So this one's a tricky one. It's got 3. I'll see if I can even retract. Go back into how we got this one done. Again, we had some assistance from fantastic smart community members here and there who was working it out with me on some of these. So this one says, starting with here, roots and healing ingredients are not necessary for this potion. Okay, so process of elimination. This does not use roots. As you can see, the blue text there does not use roots, so we can leave that one out at that point. And it does not use healing, so we know it doesn't use that. So we know that these 3 and these 3 go in some order at this point from that first clue. First put a sedative and last add an antibiotic. So sedative goes in first then, both red, antibiotic goes in last, easy enough. The fungus has to be put in the cauldron immediately after the petal. Okay. So we know the fungus has to be put in afterwards, so we know that at that point then, the fungus either has to be there in the 2nd slot or in the 3rd slot. We're not sure at this point. Now we know at this point that the crop is used, right? The crop you have to use is not poisonous nor antibiotic. Because it says the crop we have to use, that means the crop has to be included in this. But it also tells us that it's not poisonous nor antibiotic that goes with it. So from this previous clue here, fungus is put in the cauldron immediately after the petal. We know that the petal's got to go pretty much here. I think, yeah. So even I'm kind of like, doing this kind of like semi-live here, so we're just kind of winging it a little bit, but I think it makes sense that the crop goes first and the petal, so that the fungus can go after it. Although theoretically the petal could go there and then the fungus could go after there. But the crop, I suppose, says that it cannot use antibiotic or poisonous. And we got antibiotic and poisonous there already. So that tells you that the crop has to go in the 1st slot. There you go, we're covered. So the poisonous, we know the poisonous and the antibiotic can't be used for crop. Okay. And it also kind of states that we need to use poisonous and antibiotic, but not under crop, essentially. Okay, before the last ingredient, the mountain plant, we'll have to use one from the waterfront. So we know the last ingredient is the mountain, so the mountain goes last, see there? And we know the waterfront is used somewhere. We also know that we don't use the field in the last clue. So we leave the field out. We know that it's waterfront and mountain, but we don't necessarily know the order. And the woodland's the only one that's left out as well. And we know we need every slot filled. So we just, oh, it's gone to sleep, how dare you! It's like, this is boring, stop. This is useful information. So yeah, with the woodland, we know we have to either we'd have to fiddle around with the orders potentially, unless we're really clicking into what's going on there. Sometimes that's what you end up doing. Some things you definitely know, some things you just kind of fiddle with the order a bit. But doing this live kind of thing, so I'm just kind of running with it. So first ingredient is the crop, 2nd sedative, 3rd is woodland. 2nd set of ingredients is petal, poisonous, waterfront from the waterfront, and the 3rd is fungus, antibiotic from the mountains. There you go, you're sorted. You have yourself cold fire, and now you can cool down all your enemies at will. They'll never know what hit them.